Hey everyone. If you're trying to figure out the housing market right now, you're probably more confused than ever. One headline screams prices are crashing, the next says they're hitting new highs. It's frustrating. But what if I told you both headlines are actually correct? For the first time, we don't have one US housing market. We have dozens of markets moving in completely opposite directions. Today, we're going to make sense of the chaos. We'll break down the three massive forces creating this great divide. Let's start with the shocking national picture. On one side, the data shows a market that's cooling down fast. A recent report found that 53% of U.S. homes actually lost value over the past year. That's the highest share since 2012. National prices have turned negative for the first time in 2 years, and in a huge shift, sellers now drastically outnumber buyers. We're talking about a nearly 37% imbalance. The days of frantic bidding wars, they're largely over. But on the other side, the market is completely frozen in place. This is because of what's called the mortgage rate lock-in effect. Here's the mind-blowing stat. Over 60% of American homeowners have a mortgage rate below 4.5%. A quarter of them have a rate below 3%. If you're sitting on a 3% mortgage, trading it for a new loan at 6% or 7% on a different house could literally double your monthly payment. So people are stuck. They can't afford to sell. This has caused the U.S. home turnover rate, the number of homes selling each year, to crash to just 2.8%. That's a 40-year low. So demand is falling, but supply is paralyzed. That's the national stalemate. But underneath this frozen surface, a massive silent migration is rewriting every rule. Remember the pandemic boom? Everyone was moving to the Sun Belt, to Florida, Texas, Arizona. Remote work made it possible. Prices in cities like Miami and Austin went vertical. That trend has now done a complete 180-degree flip. Bank of America data shows those former hotspots, Miami, Orlando, Tampa, Houston, Atlanta, are now losing population. Why? They became unaffordable. The very boom that made them attractive priced people out. Let's look at the numbers that are moving millions of people. In a state like Florida, a typical mortgage payment now eats up about 40% of the local median income. For many, that's too high to even qualify for a loan. Now look at the Midwest. In Ohio, that same payment is only about 29% of the local income. It's still a stretch, but it's within the realm of possibility. This affordability crisis is triggering a historic migration reversal from the expensive Sun Belt to the more affordable Midwest and Northeast. The contrast is stark. Let's compare two cities, Atlanta and Chicago. In Atlanta, a cooling Sun Belt market, there's a record number of homes for sale. Inventory is way up and prices are forecast to fall. In Chicago, a resilient Midwest market, inventory is still down 65% from pre-pandemic levels. Demand is stronger, and prices are actually forecast to rise. This is the new reality. People are chasing the last pockets of true affordability in America, and it's creating a tale of 2, or really 50, different housing markets. And this shift is about to collide with a wave of new supply that could change everything. First, home builders are in a tough spot. They built for a boom that's gone bust. The number of finished brand new homes sitting unsold is at a level we haven't seen since 2009. They are getting desperate. We're now seeing Black Friday sales on houses, price cuts of $35,000, $56,000. Even promotions like $1 down. Builders are becoming a major new source of discounted inventory. Second, there's a sleeping giant, institutional investors. During the peak, big Wall Street firms and investment funds bought hundreds of thousands of single-family homes. They bet prices would keep rising. On average, they paid about $420,000 per home. Today, those same homes are worth about $365,000 on average. They're sitting on massive paper losses. And it's not just Wall Street. Major pension funds like the one for California public employees and the Texas teacher retirement system are invested in these properties. If these big players decide to cut their losses and sell, they could flood markets like Florida and Texas with thousands of homes almost overnight. That could trigger even steeper price declines. So you have this perfect storm. People moving away from expensive areas, builders slashing prices, and a potential fire sale from big investors. This storm is so powerful, it's starting to shake the foundation of the entire economy.